of the night, 18 minutes around Paul Ricard. Welcome, James. I'll be sad when this is over. This has been bloody fun.
Good morning, mate. Yeah, I'll have to take every Thursday off work.
I think you must. I'll write an email to your boss, mate. I've offered before. I'll do it again.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's been great fun, and looking forward to race 2.
So we got Rob on the front row. Gary Lawless, the man from Terrelgan, lining up next to him in the Camaro. The guys just warming up their tyres down the Mistral straight now. Still a few corners to go, and then we'll get things underway.
So for the start of the race, I'm going to go on board with Megan Markle. Megan Markle 1. Markle,
yep. I think we do need to develop some nicknames. This sort of stuff, don't we? I'll go click on Gaz, because I know he'll go in hard. He'll go in clean, but he'll go in hard. He'll push Rob.
Actually, after his race fun exploits, I'm going to go on with Phil to see if there's any start infringements.
Yeah, good point. Good point. Alright, let's get onto the chat as well. Welcome to everyone watching. Got a few on live at the moment, so welcome, guys. Hope you enjoy race 2. It's certainly fun broadcasting these to you, and yeah, we appreciate you following.
Final stages now of getting those brakes up to temps, tyres up to temps. Obviously no tyre warmers here, so this formation up is crucial. And I'll hand it over to you for the start, Jim.
Thank you, mate. Alright, we're coming up to the start, 70 kilometres per hour, up to the line. Everyone nice and tight. Be careful not to go over, because that will occur a drive-through penalty. We're about to go green. 3, 2, 1, and we are go. Drive-through for Ash already. So something else going on there. Phil's clean this time. Rob's got his nose ahead. Looks like he's going to hold first place. Sean also holding third place, getting in pretty tight. Very, very close. How's it looking at the back there, James?
All good and clean back here, mate.
Yeah.
Oh, just a little bit of side-on-side action with Phil and Becky.
Yep. It's all sort of single file through here, but all pretty tight. I think everyone's just going to try and stay behaved and wait for the straight and just see if they can get a better run before the in front of the driver in front. I can see there Phil and Beaky are getting a little bit edgy on each other, so that's one to watch. Keep an eye on that one. Let's see how the Camaro goes down the straight versus Rob. I reckon he's still close enough to get a bit of a draft there. 0.6 seconds back. There's Rob, he's swerving on the straight. He knows Gaz is there. And they're still swerving halfway down.
Trying to get some temp in those tyres.
Yeah. It's pretty daunting going into this corner with, half a PSI less than what is ideal. At what, best part of 220 kilometres per hour through this corner. It's fairly bold.
And as well, we don't know what state these guys' tyres are in, because they're in the 4th session and only allowed 3 sets of tyres.
Yes.
So some of them may be on used rubber.
Absolutely. Now I just saw Gaz come through Beausset. Oh, there we go. We got the contact. Gaz was looking very...
Gaz is round.
Yeah, he definitely made a couple of corners where he was a little bit offline and just a little bit too gingerly on the brakes. And I saw Sean close up. That corner there, which is Bendor, there's about 3 different lines into it. And now we've got Ash.
Action into the last turn.
Yeah, around the pond.
Interesting, because he's got the drive through.
And you've also got the Merc with such good power torque. He was always going to launch out of there. So Ash through, he's going to try and dart forward. Now I wonder if Sean will fight this.
Side by side.
He will fight it.
I'd probably sit back a bit if it was me, but then
he's got everything to lose, whereas Ash doesn't.
The problem is he's got Megan Markle up his chuff as well. So
he does indeed.
You can't just sit back and. Oh, is there a change here? Oh, this is a great lap.
We've got flashing going on in the back from Mark.
Lights.
Yep, absolutely, and rightly so. Anything to take up any of that mental energy. This is a good little battle we've got going on here for 2nd, 3rd and 4th place, which of course is just letting Rob fly into the distance. Here we go, down the straight. So we've got the Merc in front with the Audi tucked in right behind. Surely we'll have a change for 2nd position here. Ash will take the inside line, try and force Sean out wide.
It's such a shame this drive-through is ruining this potential long race battle.
It is indeed. And you got the BMW absolutely coming in behind as well.
There's a guy at the front as well. He's gone.
Yeah, 5.3 seconds ahead.
He's 5.5 seconds up the road.
So Ash held well through Senya.
Oh,
there.
We've got a spin. Gaz has turned it round in the Aston. Not Gaz, sorry, Phil. Phil's turned it round on the exit of Senya.
All right. Not your night, Phil. Alright, Gaz is still there, kicking around. He'll close in on these guys if they keep scrapping, for sure. Look how close Sean is. Alright, so he's going to come in through Tour. Is he going to go inside or outside here? Ash took the outside last time.
He's Ash going to serve his drive-through.
Oh, and this could be interesting if Sean ends up on the inside of him.
One more lap.
One more lap.
Disqualification if he doesn't get on this lap.
Correct.
Will he do a Phil?
Sean's right there, so he's going in on the inside. Oh! No quarter between these two guys. They really are using every inch of the track, which is great to see. Pretty confident in these vehicles now. We're into round 2 and race 2 of that. Still 13 minutes to go in the race, so long way to go.
Interesting to see. Obviously Gaz has maybe, flattened spotted his tyres or caused some damage because he's not really getting back onto the tail end of this group here.
No. Was he 2.6 before and now 2.3?
Well, I think we'll keep on it with battling, that will help him.
Yeah. A little bit of a gap now, a little bit more than last time, but this could also give a little bit more strength in the draft. But maybe Sean also knows to just sit back and wait for that drive-through to be served, which will give him the 2nd place that he's actually in.
Yeah.
And then maybe Mark's just been probably sitting tight and looking after his tyres, and maybe he'll push once Sean and Ash are clear of each other.
It's only a short race, but you can quickly, with these long corners, especially the one we're going through now, certainly burn through them and really get those temperatures too high. Yeah,
oh, absolutely you can. I reckon probably half the corners on the track, you can absolutely burn everything. Now let's keep an eye on Ash here. Let's see whether he accepts the penalty, or is he going to be...
Is he going to be a rebel?
You mean, is he going to be a Phil Clark?
Now, I'm not biased, but come on, Pom.
So that brings Ash into equal 2nd place on the drive-through.
He's not pitting.
He is.
Sorry. Oh, he deceived me.
Does he get bonus points for actually doing the drive-through? Because no one else has. Oh no, Mark did, didn't he? Mark did. Apologies. So Mark's taken the lead of the drive-through championship and not following it up in race 2. So Rebel could go and serve another penalty and become joint leader in that championship battle. We'll have to keep an eye on that, but fair play Ash for driving as you would a real race driver and serving that penalty. Let's get back to the front.
Let's just see an Ash exit the pit after his drive-through now. It'll be interesting to see if he can crawl back up to Gaz. I keep saying Gaz, it's not Gaz, it's Phil. I do apologise.
Yeah, where's he come out?
He's got something to drive for. He's probably a good sort of like maybe 10 seconds behind. We'll find out once the time sheet
we'll keep
updates.
an eye on it. I'm just watching Rob here. I'm just going to take a look at obviously the master of the night and enjoy his driving. He's such a clean driver. pinpoints right in on the apex there. Interesting to see how he takes this line. I reckon there's two different lines. You can either keep it tight or come out really, really wide. I'd love in this game to be able to ride inside the car so you can hear the engine and, you know, gears and all that, and really understand how they're driving the car, because there's definitely different techniques that can be used in this, and I'd love to understand that when I watch the drivers.
So I know obviously the makers of ACC for PlayStation 4 will be listening to this, so sort it out.
There's so much potential, isn't there? So much potential. We've all got so much passion for this game. We deserve better. We definitely do. Alright, Sean, he's broken away a little bit from Mark. What do we got? We got 1.7 or so seconds, so he's definitely cementing himself into that second place, which is going to be great points for the overall, because I believe he is sitting in, he's in second place with 30 points, and with Dean not racing tonight, who was on 50 points. I reckon that'll be, well, that'll put Sean right up there in second place, still behind Robert, who of course will be taking 50 points. Everything going good and well, not wanting to put the curse on you tonight, mate, but it looks like you're going to take home maximum points tonight. Phil was in third place with 20 points, obviously not having the greatest of nights tonight, so we'll see where you end up. Mark was in fourth with 19. Andy, who didn't join us tonight, 18. Robert, as I mentioned, 18. Mark Haskins, 15. Dave Holly didn't join us tonight, 11. And then we sort of tail off for the single digits. So I reckon it's really between Sean, Rob, and then of course Gaz. Gaz picked up good points tonight as well, so he might scrape in something as well.
It's interesting to see, just going back to the race, Gaz is really bringing down that gap to Meghan Markle now, under a second now.
He sure is. I've just jumped on him now, well done.
So this is the battle for the final podium spot of the final race of today.
You know what, it normally takes a good lap to clean up your tyres, right? So Gaz probably just took his time just to make sure his tyres were sitting good again, and now he started pushing, I reckon.
Yeah. Just looking back at the back of the field, Ash is slowly catching up to Phil, but I don't think there's enough time left with the rate that's coming down.
Yeah.
You know, he's a fella pump, he'll keep pushing.
Absolutely he will. Absolutely he will. Yeah, Gaz is pulling right up close now.
We've got beat Becky.
Well, this is it. Okay, maybe we need Scott to fill us in.
Yeah.
Is it BC or Beaky or Becky? Sounds like a high school 15-year-old girl. Becky. Nah, sure it's Beaky, like Beaconsfield or something like that. Surely it's Beaky. I'm going to go with Beaky, mate.
He's enjoying the track to himself at the moment. He's 9 seconds behind Gaz and 6 ahead of Phil, so he'll be concentrating on keeping it consistent, not making any mistakes.
Yeah, exactly. He's 49, lives in Carringale, which is kind of Frankston area, if I dare say so. Air conditioning technician, loves his AFL cricket supercars.
Likes to keep it cool. Yeah. So let's have a quick squiz at him. How's the car look? He's running that awesome real life livery on it. It's such a cool livery. Number 27 as well, classic number. Do you want to explain to our less informed listeners why 27 is a famous number, Jim?
Oh, go on then. Alright, so 27, widely used by Ferrari through the 80s. Was it Gerhard Berger or was it Michel Alboreto? But it was a very popular number through the 80s for Ferrari. Recently used by Nico Hülkenberg in Formula 1. Go on.
Just to jump in there, mate, I think it was most famously used by Gilles Villeneuve.
Was it Gilles Villeneuve? There you go.
Yes, and then in the 90s, in the mid-90s, John Lacey used it for a little while, famously won the 95 Canadian Grand Prix, his only win in using that number.
And this is why we bring you to the commentary box, mate.
Thanks, mate.
Yeah. There you go. You absolutely sconed me with that one. Well done. We were actually at Zolder last week and we talked a little bit about Gilles Villeneuve, and we've got Gaz. Yeah, we've got Gaz on turn 1, turn 2. He's really on him now, so this is one to watch, and I'm probably the only one to watch at the moment. Everything else is pretty well spread out.
Going around this tight little section here, Gaz will be looking to keep it close and get a good exit out of this right-hander to give him the best advantage for the straight. But he's up against the BMW, which is absolutely rapid in a straight line. Yeah, it really is. I've actually got some. Let's have a quick look. I've got
so the BMW 265 kilometres weaving going on. So BMW 265 kph, the Chevy 260. So by the end of the straight there's going to be a 5k difference, but of course Gaz has got the draft as well. The Beamer's got legs. The Beamer has got legs. And what you've also got to remember is if there's a deficit on the straight, that car's probably going to gain it somewhere else because of the BOP settings that they run. So as long as Gaz sticks with him down the straight, he'll have a run somewhere else on the circuit, I'm sure of it. All he's got to do is pressure the mistake. He got nowhere near him on that straight, the gap went up. It is tough to follow on this game as well, even in, with the physical. Wide. He's run wide. He's gone wide. Marbles all over the tyres. He's still managed to keep his nose ahead. Yep. He's gone out wide. Okay, different line. Will it be a dive down the inside? Gaz. Oh no, he didn't. He's such a clean racer, Gary. So good on you, mate. Oh, he's got a better run down here though. All right, he's going to tuck in, get the draft. What way's Mark going to go? He's going to go wide, so that'll leave the inside open. He's got legs again. Yeah, is he going to have a dive here? Nah, he thinks better of it. Great racing. This reminds me of when I had a GT4 race from Kyle Army against I was in the Audi against the Beamer, and I was quick around the corners but just could not get past. Yeah, because every straight it just disappeared. This is great racing, so close. Here we go. And obviously a real strength of the GT4 cars for close running there. Very little aero wash. Gary's got the inside line through Lecole. There's going to be some track limits outside here. Line there. Yeah. Oh, will there be track limit? No, he's fine. And he's got the stretch. Clean. Yep. Really well driven. Yeah, I think this could be a straight of two halves, James. I reckon. And obviously, if you like the look of what you're seeing, get involved. Absolutely. Get involved with Shakedown. Superbly run league, great racing, great commentary, and might as well add as well. Yeah, we're just hacks, mate. But you know, I think we throw a bit of passion into it, and hopefully that comes across. Don't need any fancy gear if you haven't got it. Nah. Yeah. We're emphasis on clean racing is probably our prerequisite, really. As being proved right now. Yep, exactly. Yeah, a lot of respect shown on the track. Yeah, interesting to see you stayed ahead. And Mark's getting a little bit loose there as well. He's only got one more lap to recover that. Yeah, there you go. So Rob's just started his final lap now. So we'll just watch into DuPont here. Enough of a gap. Alright, let's see. So Rob's just going to turn 1 and 2 Verrières now. Sean just coming over the start finish line, and let's cut back to 3rd and 4th place battle. Bit of a gap forming now. Just to quickly go over the other guys. So at the back of the field, after his drive through, we've got Ash Dixie. He's 10.5 seconds behind Phil, who is 6 seconds behind Becky. In the
And obviously we've got this battle for 4th and 3rd. Who is going to get that final podium position?
Yeah, we'll have to watch it into the straight here. I'm about to click over.
It's very close.
So, oh, no, there's been a change again, and contact!
Oh, it's contact, just as we were talking about fair racing.
We put the curse on them. So we've got Mark appearing, and then Gaz probably about a second behind. That might be it for the day. The boys have had a great battle though, don't let that tarnish it. That's been a great battle.
And another mark of respect there from Gaz by, you know, obviously he tapped him on the rear, but he didn't just drive off, he's let Mega Markle go there.
Yeah. Fair play too. You know, a bit of a redress, and yeah.
Probably the tightest corner on the track, that corner, virage to camp. Very tricky. He obviously just wanted to try and get as close as possible and got a little bit too close.
And it's like the North Korean border for bloody track limits. Like, you can't even step an inch over without getting stung, you know. I'm just watching Rob come into Tour, and then DuPont come around the corner and head for the checkered flag. A massively dominant display tonight. Fair play, Rob. Well done, mate. Go do some donuts. We'll come and see you in 30 seconds or so. So Sean comes in for a 2nd place. Great points. Really solidifying himself as a front runner in the GT4 preseason. Solid drive, definitely. And he didn't have it all easy, you know. He had to fight for that. Mark across the line. A very hard fought battle with Gary in 4th. Good respect between these two. Well driven. I think I can hear an engine revving. What do you reckon? There we go. Cut to Rob, mate. We've got some victory doughies.
Got Phil just past the line in 6th, and we're just waiting for Levelar Shoes now crossing the line, which completes the race.
There we go. Well, thanks for all of that tuned in tonight. Pleasure having you along, and thank you, James, for joining me. This is the first time I've had someone else in the commentary with me, and it's really flowed. I've really appreciated you joining me, so thank you.
Thank you, guys, and stay safe.
Congratulations to all the drivers. We return back to Misano next week for round 3 of the GT4, so subscribe to the channel. You'll see us go live 8 o'clock next week. And yeah, thanks a lot for watching. Have a good night.